We were going on a honeymoon, but my unfaithful bride pretended to be sick and actually went to a hotel with another man. Be me, 29-year-old Benjamin Walker. Trust is harder to earn than diamond, and even harder to get back once broken. Someone who betrays once will do it again and again. Unfortunately, my wife didn't understand this. She broke my trust, and that's something you can't fix. No matter how much you try, you need to let people go, or it will destroy you. Walk up to their table, stand there in silence, watch my wife's face turn pale. Her mouth drops open. Never seen her look less attractive than in that moment. Richard starts to stand up, motion for him to stay seated. No, Richard, stay where you are. You're safe while sitting, but if you stand up, we'll have a problem. Don't want to cause drama. Sorry for interrupting your private moment, Elizabeth. Can't believe she pretended to be sick, just to avoid our weekend together, and instead be with this worthless excuse of a human. Nothing worse than Richard Carter. Absolutely despise him. Coming to our special place, where we first met, where I proposed, where we shared countless happy moments. That's a special kind of cruel. This place meant everything. Now it's meaningless. Just like her. Remember our wedding day? 2 promises she made. I'll never hurt you. I'll never make you stop loving me. Well, guess what? Both promises broken. First one, I'm deeply hurt. Second one, my love is disappearing. Like morning dew in summer heat. She knows me better than anyone. Knows how I process things. I observe. Analyze the situation. Find the problem. Look for solution. Simple as that. Current situation, she's here with Richard. Analysis, she wants to date other men. Problem, I'm her husband and won't allow it. Solution, remove myself from the equation. She's free to date whoever now. Hope it was worth it, Elizabeth. Turn to leave. One last thing. Richard, this isn't over. We'll meet again. Rush out onto Vermont Avenue. Turn toward the Magnolia Hotel. Hide in the shadows. Watch Elizabeth run out the door. She's frantic, looking everywhere for me. Can't find me. Eventually gives up. Hails a taxi. Heads north to our penthouse few blocks away. Feel a bit better knowing I ruined her evening with Richard, and that she cared enough to chase after me. She won't find me at home, though. Wait a few more minutes. Watch Richard leave, too. Gets his own taxi. Heads in opposite direction. Decide to stay at the Magnolia for a few days. Need to sort out my life. Get a room. You're probably wondering how we got here? Let me tell you the whole story. I'm Benjamin Walker. Wife's name is Elizabeth. Graduated from Stanford with honors. Got a job as lead system architect at Cybertech Solutions, top software company in Dallas. My boss, Peter Grant, owns the company. Actually, pretty decent guy to work for. Rise through ranks quickly. Success comes easy. At second company Christmas party, Peter introduces me to Elizabeth. She's his goddaughter, daughter of his best friend. Pretty sure he planned to set us up. Glad he did. Ever heard of love at first sight? That's exactly what happened. Elizabeth captivated me instantly. Not just her beauty. She was brilliant. Funny. Everything I ever wanted. Completely smitten. We clicked immediately. Never looked back. Party was at Starlight Lounge. Became our special place. 3 months later, Saturday evening date. Same place. Got down on one knee. She jumped into my arms. Said yes without hesitation. Wedding bells followed. Life kept getting better. Both our careers flourished. Celebrated with fancy dinners. Got married in 2012. Everything seemed perfect. Until 6 months ago. Started feeling different. Honeymoon phase fading. Know it can't last forever. But hoped it would. Pretty sure no cheating. But doubt always lingers. Just felt like spark was gone. Decided to take action. Started planning surprise trip. Close friend and former roommate Andrew Harrison. Works with his dad Keith. In software industry, client of Peter's company. I traveled to their offices in Nashville often. Coordinated plans with business trip. Elizabeth and me. Dinner in Nashville with Andrew, Keith. Their wives Clara and Megan. Friday night. Quick business meeting Saturday morning. Then surprise weekend at Mountain Resort. Just us two. Return Monday night. Wanted to rekindle romance. Elizabeth seemed reluctant. Didn't know about resort surprise. Had to convince her to come. Wake up Friday morning. Elizabeth not in bed. Search around. Find her in spare bedroom. Gently ask if she's awake. She stirs slightly. Benjamin, I got sick during the night. Moved to spare room to not disturb you. Feeling really unwell. Need more rest. Can you call my office? Tell them I won't make it today. Do what she asks. Head to work. Around 10 o'clock, call to check on her. Says she's still feeling bad. Tell her I'll have to go to Nashville alone. She doesn't respond. End the call. Immediately dial Andrew. Tell him about change of plans. Discuss alternatives. Andrew suggests something better. Since Elizabeth is sick, maybe cancel Nashville entirely. Both couples could come to Dallas instead. Friday night. If Elizabeth feels better by Saturday, We could all go shopping on Main Street. Maybe dinner Saturday evening. Think it's brilliant. Tell him I'll book rooms at Magnolia Hotel. Make dinner reservation at Starlight Lounge. 6 p.m. Cancel my flight. Cancel Nashville Hotel. Cancel all mountain resort arrangements. Disappointing. But that's life sometimes. At 3 p.m., try calling Elizabeth. Check how she's doing. Get busy signal. Get caught up in presentation prep. For Andrew and Keith, forget to call back. Finally at 5:30 p.m., rush out. Try calling again. Straight to voicemail. Leave message about new plans. Take taxi to Starlight. Meet Harrison's for drinks. At our usual table, before dinner, Andrew's face suddenly changes, looks troubled. Benjamin, I hate to tell you this. Something terrible is happening. Elizabeth just walked in. With another man. They're sitting behind you. To your left? Near the wall. I'm so sorry, man. Turn slowly in my chair. See Elizabeth. With another man. Not just any man. It's Richard fucking Carter. Hate him. Always will. Long story short. Left my sister Lily at altar. Showed up at her door 2 days later. Said he didn't want to marry her. 3 weeks later. Marriage announcement in paper. Him and some other woman. 5 months after that. Birth announcement. Do the math. Lily was devastated. Never really recovered. That's why I call him Richard the dog. Why I hate him so much. But back to present. Completely stunned. Can barely speak. Everyone's faces show sympathy. Finally managed to say, well, isn't this something? Can't continue evening with you all. Can't ignore what we've seen. You four enjoy your evening. Let's meet for breakfast. 9:30 a.m. tomorrow. Hotel coffee shop. I should be in better shape by then. Also obvious Elizabeth and I won't join tomorrow night. Really sorry about this. Hug the women. Both men too. Old friends after all. Walk toward their table. Pretty sure Andrew follows. Few steps behind, making sure I'm okay. No, it won't be, but appreciate his concern. Back in hotel room now. Earlier turned off my phone. Decide to turn it back on. Multiple messages from Elizabeth. Like others in my position. Delete them all unheard. After deleting last voicemail, phone rings again. It's her. Let it go to voicemail. Don't want to hear anything she has to say. Delete message immediately. Turn phone off again. Saturday morning. Meet Andrew and Keith. Discuss our business relationship. Guys, big changes coming in my life. Don't know exactly what yet. Before signing new contract from Peter, need you to hold off. Need time to figure out marriage situation and job situation. You know Peter's connection to Elizabeth's family might affect our arrangement. Might be better options later. If not, understand. Maybe continue month to month with Peter until my future's clear. What do you think? They respond together. Benjamin, we'll do what you ask. Our loyalty to Peter is because of you. If things change, we're with you. Just tell us what you need. We'll support whatever you decide. Feel tears coming. Hug them both tight. Women enter restaurant. Time to send husbands shopping. Clara grins. Come on, honey. Your credit card needs exercise. I'll warm it up for you. Megan joins in. Hope Keith's cards can take the heat. Gonna swipe them until they melt? Don't often get to shop Main Street, despite everything. Can't help but laugh. Know they're teasing. Trying to lift my spirits. Really appreciate it. Exchange hugs. They leave. Consider going to office. Sort things out. Think better of it. Peter might be there on Saturday. Elizabeth might expect me there. Decide to stay away. Handle everything early Sunday. Spend rest of Saturday. Lost in book I bought. Next day, head to office. Organize few things. Make plan for Monday morning. Return to hotel. With local newspaper. Look through apartment ads. No, Magnolia isn't long-term solution. Need alternatives. Find few possibilities. Make calls. Schedule viewings for Tuesday morning. Everything arranged. Relax. Watch some football. Monday morning. Visit my attorney, William. Been my lawyer since moving to Dallas. Ask if he'd have issues. Representing me in divorce. Absolutely not, Benjamin. Hard to believe you're divorcing Elizabeth. Never seen love like yours for her. Reply quietly. William, keyword is loved. Past tense. Don't love her anymore. If you'd rather not represent me, that's fine. Just don't represent Elizabeth either. Agrees? Prefer not to represent either of you. Think you should try to work it out. But if you can't or won't, contact Mason Blackwood. He'll handle your case well. Please try to resolve it. Thank him for referral. No chance of reconciliation. Simply don't love her anymore. Meet with Mason. Says papers will be ready Tuesday. Elizabeth gets served Wednesday morning. Next task, go to bank. Get cashier's check. Half of savings account. Keep checking account funds intact. Bills need paying until divorce final. Elizabeth and I had specific money set up. Each month we both put in fixed amount. For operational expenses. Regular amount for dining. Entertainment too. Special fund for household items. Fund grew big. Always put in more than spent. Leave that untouched. Cover expenses until divorce done. We both put in $500 monthly. For vacation and holiday savings, take my 50% of that. Rest of our earnings belong to us. Invest how we wanted. My investment account, her investment account, totally separate. Different brokers. Don't know value of hers. She doesn't know mine. Each managed our retirement plans alone. Only shared monthly deposits info. For checking and savings, go to different bank. Open new accounts. Put $225,000 in checking, $125,000 in savings. Handle insurance stuff. Time to face work situation. Get to office. Kelly at reception. Says Peter wants to see me. Right away. Think to myself, here we go. Knock on his door. Come in, Benjamin. Close the door. Just got call from Elizabeth. What's happening? Tell whole story. What's your plan now? Reply straight. Going to divorce her? What do you think? Peter can be arrogant. Shows immediately. No, Benjamin, you're not. You'll tough it out. Reconcile with your wife. Can't divorce her and work here. Those are your options. Fix things with Elizabeth. Or I terminate you. Phone recording whole conversation. Act surprised. Peter, are you saying my value to company depends on my marriage? Has my work been unsatisfactory? Have I broken company policies? Peter replies, you've been valuable asset. Always followed rules. Helped shape them. But Elizabeth, my goddaughter, says unless you reconcile, have to let you go. Understand? Feel pressure. Time to shift dynamic. Hide my smile. Say sadly. Then Peter, make it official. Because I'm ending things with Elizabeth. He looks shocked. Disappointed. Benjamin, you're terminated. Ask security to escort me to my office. Get remaining stuff. Anticipated this. Remove most things Sunday. Know Peter well. Get to my office. Former office now. Few items left. Pack in small box. From storage room. About to leave. Peter stops me. Benjamin, what about this picture? Wedding photo. Elizabeth in gorgeous dress. Man tux. Looking good. Feel tears coming. Always like that frame. Take picture. Remove back. Drop photo in trash. Keep frame. Put in box. Turn to leave. Elizabeth standing there. Shocked. Tears on face. Saw me trash wedding photo. Gets the message. Quiet voice. Benny, can we talk? Pause briefly. Elizabeth, nothing to discuss. You betrayed me. Or were about to. Broke both wedding vows. Hurt me deeply. Shattered my heart. Did something that killed my love. Can't fix broken heart. Think I can overlook your unfaithfulness. You know I hate Richard. For what he did to Lily. Yet chose him to cheat with. Think we can save marriage? No, Elizabeth. Nothing left to say. Walk out office door. Walk out of her life. Call Andrew Harrison. Tell him about Elizabeth. About divorce decision. About getting fired from Cybertech. Explain I'm developing something. Advanced Systems Security Program. Better than Cybertech's current one. Need couple months to prepare. Ask again. Would you stay with Cybertech? Month-to-month basis? Until my new program's ready? Past 2 years. Peter wouldn't let me program. Gave me system maintenance instead. Customer service stuff too. Been coding in free time. Almost done. If hadn't been fired, would have shown Peter. Let him see improvements. But now, free to market it myself. Andrew thinks, need to talk to Dad first. Before final answer, pretty sure we'd give you a few months. To finish it, then evaluate. Consider implementing here. 4 days later, move from hotel, nice apartment, high rent, enough savings for few months. Work 10, 12 hours daily. Coding, testing. Know it's market ready, but need to finish. Move forward with life. Elizabeth gets divorce papers. Keeps calling. Listen to voicemails. No need to talk. Benny, I'll admit, might have considered Richard. If you hadn't caught us, never acted on it. No, I made mistake. Still love you. Please talk. Benny, I love you. Don't want divorce. Please call. Benny, can't you forgive? Give marriage another chance. Benny, I miss you. Get tired of it. Contact Mason. Tell him reach her lawyer. Say I'll get restraining order. If she doesn't stop, get message from her. Benny, I love you. Want to fix this? Hurts to hear about restraining order. But if that's what you need, I understand. Last message from me. Love you more than anything. Decision is yours. Sorry caused so much pain. Won't even talk to me. Love you deeply. Call anytime. Keeps promise. No more voicemails. No more texts. Not outcome I expected. Sad end to marriage. Even before divorce final. Makes me deeply sad. 3 weeks pass. Work on programs daily. Many hours. Friday afternoon. After lunch, Mason calls. Court hearing next Wednesday. Judge Amelia Cooper says this isn't good. Judge Cooper hates divorce, makes people prove they need it. If she grants it at all, get to courtroom. Elizabeth and lawyer already there. Case called. Take seats. Bailiff calls order. Stand for judge. Judge Cooper enters, turns to me. As petitioner in this divorce, would you consider dropping this? Return home? Work on your marriage? No, Your Honor. Want to proceed with lawsuit? See trouble brewing. She looks disapproving, but continues. Mrs. Walker, do you consent to divorce? Or prefer reconciliation attempt? Elizabeth responds immediately. Your Honor, strongly oppose divorce. Love my husband. Fully committed to saving marriage. Mr. Walker, looking at your petition, grounds of irreconcilable differences. Notice remarkably fair settlement. No usual bitterness. Can you explain? Your Honor, have no hatred toward her. Don't want to cause harm. Just want marriage ended. Because love has faded. Elizabeth gasps. Sadness in her voice. Judge continues. Believe strong chance to resolve your issues with right opportunity. Ordering marriage counseling with qualified therapists. 3 joint sessions first. Then 3 individual sessions each. Finally 2 more joint sessions. Only exception. If counselor tells court, no hope for marriage. This is my ruling. Bang goes gavel. Next case. Want to object? Mason holds my arm. Benjamin, attend first session. See if you reconsider. If not, tell counselor clearly. You want to end things. See where it leads. Counseling session is disaster. Elizabeth crying, apologizing, begging to stop divorce. Work on marriage. Counselor listens to me. Doesn't seem sympathetic about ending marriage. Benjamin, can you explain why won't you work on marriage? Dr. Fletcher, let me tell story. Not fiction. Might sound like fairy tale. At company Christmas party. Saw woman across room. Heard of love at first sight? That's what happened. Look at Elizabeth. See small smile. First time, not tears. She seemed perfect. I seemed perfect for her too. Got deeply involved fast. Proposed 3 months later. Never looked back. Thought we were perfect. Small sigh escapes. Almost sob, but not quite. It was love at first sight. Dr. Fletcher, think that reveals something about my psychological makeup? If love happens instantly, can it die instantly too? Elizabeth was with another man. Says nothing happened. Believe her. But she was on date. That's infidelity any way you see it. Worse was Richard Carter, my archenemy. Not just any man. She knew I hated Richard. Knew whole story. How he hurt my sister Lily, yet chose him to betray us. Took him to most important place. Where we first met, where I proposed, where we shared happy moments, where I imagined celebrating milestones. Her first pregnancy, birth of first child. Saw her sitting with Richard, his hand on her face, glasses clinking. Smile on her face, love of my life. With my worst enemy, heart shattered. Love started seeping away. By time I reached table, heart half empty. Leaving restaurant, completely empty. Nothing left for woman, who was my everything. Understand now, Doc? Why can't continue marriage? No love left. Won't stay without love. Can it be clearer? Elizabeth openly weeping. Feel for her. Doesn't change my mind. Feelings gone. Want marriage over? Turn to her. Elizabeth, sorry for pain. But understand my position. Staying married without love. Not fair to either of us. Dr. Fletcher jumps in. Session over for today. Think we've laid groundwork. With individual counseling, can make progress. Potentially mend relationship. Will advise judge. Continue sessions. I'm furious now. After everything I've said, no more counseling. Delusional to think. Marriage has chance. Counsel Elizabeth if you want. I'm done. Storm out. Think how anyone can be so blind. Get letter from court. 3 dates for counseling. Individual sessions. Miss first appointment. Get dragged before judge. Found in contempt. Judge Cooper fines me $500. Warns me. Miss next session. Get imprisoned. Tell her defiantly. Won't attend more sessions. She follows through. Skip next session. Police officer at my door. 2 hours later. Takes me to county jail. Not pleasant experience. Mason visits daily. Urges me to reconsider. Stay firm in refusal. 3rd day. Unexpected visitor. Former boss, Peter. Brief 15-minute visit. Says he's sorry how he treated me. Has possible solution. If I agree to counseling, Judge Cooper will release me. Then we can discuss how to resolve situation. Maybe return to work. No promises needed. Just consider offer. First positive feeling in while. Peter always good friend. Until Elizabeth's situation. Agree to his request. Promise to consider. Return to Cybertech. Judge arranges first session. For next day. Officer takes me home, waits while I prepare. Escorts to session, waits till it's done. Standard psychological probing. Try to cooperate. After session, Dr. Fletcher escorts me out. Tells officer, Mr. Walker, very cooperative, agreed to next session. Week from today, officer warns me, you're free to go home, but miss next week. Face Judge Cooper again. Wouldn't want to be you. She's tough when angry. Don't skip that session. Call Peter. Schedule meeting. At my place. Next day. Spend whole morning. Discussing his plan. Making arrangements for our goals. Go to lunch. Meet again after. Talk about my future. At Cybertech. Peter always respected you. Been great friend. But need to think of myself. Remember my last promotion? Told me stop programming. Said system maintenance manager role. Customer service relations manager. Too important for coding. I love coding, Peter. Been developing something. Advanced security program. 4 generations ahead of anything available. Trust me, it's revolutionary. We'll transform security. In our country, no retailers hacking problems. My program makes that impossible. Couple months from testing on real company data. Ready for implementation? 3-4 months max. Peter nods. Have Andrew and Keith lined up for testing? Can't help grinning. Peter can't fool you. Yes, they agreed to try. Supporting you because of me. If my project works, might leave you. Peter nods again. Probably right. But how bypass non-compete? In your contract? Peter, non-compete only applies if I resign or get fired for cause. Neither happened. You fired me. Over marriage issue? Not work-related. No non-compete problem? He smirks mischievously. Not being confrontational. Want you back on team? Could have made up. Work-related issues. As backup, laugh at him. He looks annoyed. At my amusement, Peter recorded our conversation. When you fired me, specifically asked, any work-related issues? You said clear no. Only about Elizabeth. Have recording. Why record conversation? Because know you well. Knew your feelings for Elizabeth. Knew you'd try anything to stop divorce. Fair point. Peter concedes. Press on with Peter. Expect major profits from new software. Ready to share success. Under conditions, will return full-time. Keep customer service relations. But no system maintenance. Need new manager for that. Reporting to me. Close to new program. If you're on board, which think you will be, 40% of my time. On program development. Working full-time for you. Getting paid for development. Current and future programs. But I keep ownership. Give you exclusive license. To market them. Fixed royalty percentage. Payable to me. Might seem bold, but once you see my work, you'll understand value. We're going to succeed big. Peter, smart businessman. Agree to all terms. Corporate attorney will contact to formalize agreement. But understand, if things don't work, can terminate arrangement. Want higher royalty then? Next counseling session comes, skip it again. Officer knocks, just like he warned. Takes me to courthouse. In handcuffs, smirks at me. Told you so, buddy. Luck's run out this time. Judge Cooper enters courtroom. 2 or 3 shades of red. Face like thunder. Steam practically visible. Fire in her eyes. She's furious. Well, Mr. Walker, repeated your actions. Find you in contempt. 30 days in jail. Elizabeth there, for unknown reason. Suddenly shouts, no, Your Honor. Please don't harm Benjamin. I withdraw divorce objection. Please grant it. Spare him jail. Some spit flies. When judge responds, too late for that. He's already serving time. Period. Leap to my feet. Your Honor. Request approach bench. She glares. Not permitted. Speak through attorney. Turn to Mason. Mason Blackwood. You're fired. Your Honor. Representing myself now. Request approach bench. Elizabeth's lawyer steps up too. What is it, Mr. Walker? Your Honor. Propose brief meeting. In your chambers. To settle entire case. If we discuss, everything can resolve. To everyone's satisfaction. Very well. Meet in chambers. 10 minutes. Short recess. Bang goes gavel. In her office. Ask for off-record meeting. She hesitates. Address her formally. Emphasize sensitive nature. Finally agrees. Tells court recorder leave. Proceed, Mr. Walker. Your platform. Start speaking carefully. Your Honor. Want to prevent more harm in these proceedings. Please trust me. Have reason to suspect judicial misconduct. Don't want to harm you. Or your marriage. Or Elizabeth's parents' marriage. My feelings for Elizabeth changed. But don't want her world destroyed. Don't love her anymore. Don't want marriage. But don't want her crushed. Think you understand. Have evidence of your involvement with Elizabeth's father. Situation requires your withdrawal from case. Evidence is clear, quite explicit actually. Could show you. And opposing counsel, if required, would reluctantly submit to Judicial Review Board. Hope to avoid that, as said before. Want to prevent harm, only want divorce. Look at Elizabeth's lawyer. Your thoughts? He looks at Judge. Your honor, always admired. Your commitment to saving marriages. With hope, been tough sometimes. Pardon directness. Understood your reasons. If Mr. Walker has evidence, would be heartbroken to learn of affair, even more that you didn't step away from case. Like him, wouldn't wish you harm. Urge you grant divorce. Turns to me. Mr. Walker, just one request. Sit with Elizabeth briefly. Let her speak. You mentioned heartbreak. Understand that. But Elizabeth hurting too. Just few minutes. Your honor, nothing leaves this room. If grant divorce, return to courtroom. Judge grants divorce. Approves property settlement. Each keep our investments. Retirement accounts. 50% of savings. Operating expense account. Covers all bills until divorce final. Under Elizabeth's care. She gets penthouse. Can live there forever. No cost. If sells it, split proceeds equally. Judge changes 30-day sentence to $500 fine instead. Pay happily. No, she needs. Show some authority. Avoid case scrutiny. True to word. Meet Elizabeth. Private interview room. Next to courtroom. Once more, she expresses remorse. Can't explain actions. Promises therapy. Until finds answers. Begs forgiveness. Declares love. Can't reciprocate. Forgive you, Elizabeth, but don't love you anymore. Give her hug. Leave room. Her tears echo. Down hallway. Next 6 weeks. Work on security program. Almost ready to roll out. On Andrew and Keith's system. Week before Nashville trip. Elizabeth contacts me. Benny, she starts. Decided to sell penthouse. Have an offer. Reply quickly. Not interested in buying. Proceed with sale. My attorney handles paperwork. Make sure money goes to account. Why are you selling? Got new job. Moving away. Not staying here. Then tells me. Found out about her father. And the judge knows I didn't mean for anyone to get hurt. Still painful though. Needs fresh start. Wish her luck. Say goodbye. 2 weeks later, arrive at Andrew and Keith's company with security package. Ready for testing. Live system implementation. Andrew greets warmly. Team's excited about new system. Ready to start. Let me introduce our IT administrator. And there's Elizabeth. Look at Andrew confused. What's happening? He grins. Elizabeth is our new IT admin. Know you know her skills. Sure you can work together. Implement security package. Bit surprised. Tell him need computer. For rest of day, using Elizabeth some, mostly preparing package. For installation, implementation, need internet access. Managed to stay composed. Day turns out pleasant. Always saw Elizabeth as clever, intelligent, witty, beautiful, fun to be around. None of that changed. Nice day, actually. Always seen Elizabeth as not just wife and lover, but best friend too. Get along wonderfully. All day. Obviously, Elizabeth trying. Stay close to me. Engage with me. Subtle touches. Having effect, like said, she was best friend. Truth is, miss her. 5:30 p.m. Say goodbye. Promise to see tomorrow. Part ways. Sit in hotel room. Think deeply. Make bold decision. Access company system. From laptop. Yeah, us programmers. Always leave back door. Just in case. Get into personnel records. Find Elizabeth's address. Visit wine store. Buy her favorite wine. Drive to her apartment. Doorman asks who I'm visiting, if expected. Here for Elizabeth Walker. No, not expected. He calls apartment. No answer. Suggests she might be out for dinner. Not back yet. Ask to wait. He agrees. Points to lobby lounge. Soon spot Elizabeth. Coming in with man. They approach elevator. He hugs her. Kisses her. Pats her backside. Doorman notices me. Goes to them. Says something. Points my way. Start walking over. Here, Elizabeth. Oh, God, no. Please, no. No, no, no. Stumbled on your date again. Elizabeth. Hand wine to man. Wish you both. Pleasant evening. Leave hearing Elizabeth. Running after me. Benny, please. Don't go. Don't leave me again. But I do. Return to hotel. Email her work address. Write email to Elizabeth. When walked into office, surprised to find you? Didn't take long to realize. Must have quit job. Sold penthouse. Moved to Nashville. Started working for Andrew and Keith. Just to be near me. Maybe sound arrogant, but assumed you wanted. Chance to reconnect. Maybe get back together. Guess Peter helped. Telling you what I worked on. Where I'd be. Not surprising, but don't like him. Meddling in my life. Was genuinely happy to see you. Have missed you. After all, we're great friends. Enjoyed time together today. Felt really good. Didn't want it to end. Brought wine over. Continue conversation. Away from office. Imagine my surprise. Seeing you with another man. Quite bewildering. Go through effort to reconnect. Yet in short time here. Already intimate with someone. Only two explanations. Either not truly interested in reviving our relationship, or still think can have me while dating others. Either way, I'm out of equation. Had been doubting. Divorce decision. Your actions reassure me. Made right choice. What frustrates me? Almost fell for it again. Believing you cared. You don't. Only care about yourself. Hope someday. Find what fulfills you. Brings you happiness. Only thing left to say. Don't pursue me anymore. As far as you're concerned, I should cease to exist. Wish you all the best. Elizabeth. Send follow-up email. About software. Attached file. With detailed instructions. How to activate security software. 2-word password required. For file and system, you figure out words. If recall our last meeting, at Starlight, should be clear. If can't remember, maybe Andrew can help. He heard them too. Passwords were broken promises, those 2 words. Always grant access to security system. Bit petty maybe. Whatever, every system access. She'll remember how she broke marriage, installed package on server with instructions. All she needs, activate it. Set secondary codes. Passwords for users, everything in details. Any future issues. Contact Peter, he'll connect with team. I worked with, won't be with company anymore. Wish her luck. Some divorced men find younger woman, more attractive, more intellectually vibrant than ex-wife. New woman shows stronger passion, promises eternal faithfulness. Elizabeth seemed like that before she strayed. Didn't find such woman. After leaving Cybertech, fall into depression, still get big royalties from Peter's marketing of security package licenses. Money loses meaning in unknown territory. First time ever. Severe blow to self-esteem, to confidence. Always been self-assured before. No need help. Turn to support. Get counseling. Several sessions later. Start feeling better. Continue counseling while feel back on track. Not with Dr. Fletcher though. With increased income. Talk to Sister Lily. Decide to relocate together. She's still recovering from Richard Carter's damage. While I'm dealing with Elizabeth aftermath. Invest in nice place. 2-bedroom condo. Beautiful living room. Dining area. Top-notch kitchen setup. Spacious office area. Perfect for my needs. Couple months later, meet Lily's friend. Her name's Claire. From that moment, Claire and I become inseparable. Takes time to understand what matters most, what works best. Get married few months later. Incredibly happy. Don't wait on family. Now have 3 wonderful kids. Girls have mother's gentleness. Son, youngest one, has gentle kindness. Mixed with strength, sisters can't push him around. Develop more programs. Peter markets easily. Build considerable fortune. Enjoy time with children. Sometimes just us two. Adventures take us everywhere. Discovering world's wonders. Trying to convince Claire. For another child. Think I'll lose this argument. About Elizabeth. Peter says she found someone. Got married. Still interested in me. He tells her focus on current life. Many might object. Say Elizabeth didn't actually cheat. Disagree strongly. Intention matters. If hadn't caught her, would have happened. That's betrayal in my book. Did I want revenge? No. Her actions just killed my love. Sincerely hope. She found someone. Brings her joy like Claire brings me. As for Richard, her almost lover. Bad lifestyle caught up. Serious condition now. Going through hard times. Isn't that karma? Honestly don't care. Keep living my life. Ever wondered why? Ex-wife wanted affair? Yes, repeatedly. Have answer now. Friend who worked with Elizabeth. Told me truth. She just wanted something new. Was bored with me. When friend asked if she'd really cheat, she just lowered eyes that was answer enough.